I was about to start that like a podcast, but this isn't a podcast. But today, the first in our interview series for Black Lo-Fi, we have Brittany Symone Art. What's good? What's good? How are you?
I'm good. Excellent. Feeling great.
Right.
I wanted to dress up for the occasion, even the people may just be hearing my voice, but I came ready.
Can you talk us through what this doesn't look like a regular shirt? What's okay? That's what I say. It's some more
straight from the thrifted stores of New York. So yes,
that's fire.
It embodies me. I've never worn this, so I feel very like in my element right now. That this is the first time someone's seeing it. It's on my body, and also it just kind of embodies like what I do and what art I gravitate towards. So it's like my little kimono, authentic, right? And then I have like my Afrocentric pieces straight from the motherland herself. I have my little gems on me. So yes, the merge of Afrocentric imagery, art, black body mixed with Japanese attire.
That's awesome. I was just about to ask you, like, what is your outfit saying? Because I saw like some video popped up and it said, what's the old guy's name? Farnsworth Bentley, you remember him?
Yeah, I love him. Oh my God, his story's so good.
And I hadn't seen him in so long, so I was like, oh, that's dope. And he said, like, what is your outfit saying? I said, oh, I never thought of that.
Yes.
But you just told us, so.
My favorite quote from Tyra Banks is, when you step out the house, always make sure you look your best because you never know who you're going to run into. And it's so true. Always be presentable.
There it is. That's something to embrace.
Yes.
So we are here to talk about you and your art and this collaboration that we have going on between Black Lo-Fi and Brittany Symone Art. I guess let's get some background on you and I'll tell them how we met.
Okay, so once upon a time, I left New York. I came down here. I'm now in Virginia. So I had to like get my foot in together, and thankful I came across a Eventbrite ad for the first Black Greek Fest in DC. I'm not Greek, but I just felt like, why not? And whose table sitting next to me? It's you. And you were like the last person to show up. I'm thinking these people weren't even coming. I was like,
what's our last?
You were like one of the last people to show up. Okay. And just a great bounce of energy.
Hey.
I really appreciated the conversations we shared. And this was just like one of my second event in DC, but like really catered to like the Black body audience. So it was just nice to see the receptive and the exchanges from entrepreneurship and the different things. Like even seeing your platform, I was just like, I was kind of hurt because I was just like, I'm not Greek. So, but I could have been, but long story, I can get into that. But things happened in college when I wasn't able to cross that bridge. So anyway, it was a great way to see you. And we also shared tidbits, like marketing things, and you gave me some tidbits. Did you color your coloring book yet?
So I did not. But we're gonna get to that. You know what I'm saying? It was a good synergy.
Yes.
At Black Greek Fest, you know what I'm saying? Seeing all these Black folks together, all good times, everybody smiling. So, when we did get there a little late.
But you were late, baby, but you were technically right on time.
There it is. See there? Perspective. So, you know what I'm saying? We came in, we were set up, and, we weren't talking with everybody until we got everything set up. So okay, I was like, I want to go around and talk to the vendors, and you were the first one I went to. And I feel like I was there like 15, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So we was just chalking it up, and, she had these dope Black characters from these like old Disney shows and all these different TV shows. So I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. And I saw that it kind of like felt like anime art to me, but I was like, I don't know, that might just be our art style. Then you said you had like anime inspirations. I love anime. Then we got into the lo-fi and stuff. So I was like, man, perfect.
Yes, that was. So, I honestly feel like that was divine alignment because literally right before I finished packing up the car, I had went through my archives and that was the last piece I saw. It was like the girl sitting at the computer doing her little lo-fi homework and stuff, just vibing out. And I was just like, what am I going to do with this piece? I'm not going to bring it. And then I meet you. So it was just like the stars aligning and just collaboration and people that you should really just like keep in your path and your network.
Yep. And I'm trying to embrace this networking thing, but it's awesome. I mean, I've been meeting some amazing people. So, but tell me, how did you get into art? Like, were you always an artist growing up?
I would say I've always been in the arts.
Mm-hmm.
I was a dancer as a child, and then from there I went to school, but didn't really like science, but I would take any art class. I started a dance team. I went to school for fashion design because I felt that was the one thing that just like spoke to me. I was always cutting up something, making something else. I tried to make my prom dress, complete fail. Then I go to college and I find that I actually love menswear. So then I go to New York, I do my thing. I'm there for about 7 years and I had my dream job in menswear, but then they went under. Found my way in kids wear, didn't really like it so much because of the destruction of the earth. And through that came like an unknown depression. And then I would literally take all my frustration out on paper. And I would just draw people of color all the time. Like, it was just therapeutic for me. And also I worked in an environment where I didn't see many people that looked like me. So it was just comforting for me to make my own, like, fantastical world of, like, black faces and put them all over my office. So
nice. Right.
That's just how I got through everything. And I made coloring books because I just felt like, someone could actually use this. It was literally just an idea. I just wanted to do something because I was bored. I needed something else to put my attention into, and that was back in 2017. So a lot of people wanted me to just become this coloring book person, and I don't think mentally I was ready. Spiritually, I wanted to do something to help our people, to just show like how beautiful we are natural, because I feel like we just struggle with really accepting ourselves truly and fully, because we make up the majority of the money circulated in America, and the beauty industry we're like up there. So it's just like, if I really accept myself naturally, I want to share that and embrace that with little boys, girls, adults, like this. A coloring is not just for kids, it's for everybody. It's therapeutic.
You covered a lot. You covered a lot of information there, and I mean that's it. So, do you remember like what were the first characters you started drawing, or
I would draw things that I would just do in everyday life, like going to the supermarket. I would draw my versions of Bratz dolls. I would like build them out of paper and staple them to walls. I guess my way of cheap graffiti, if you will. But then it just became faces, and then like portraitures, and I did this one project where people would answer questions and send me a picture of them, and I would turn them into a caricature. So it just became faces first, and then because I wanted to get back into drawing the body, but I'm really good at like creating clothing and looks, so I just wanted to merge that with my love for fashion. I hope that answers the question.
No, it's in there. So how does your process look today? Like, is it, if it's okay to talk about that?
It's okay. I would say I'm free flowing, but I am.
What does that mean?
Disciplined. So my process is, I need candles, I need a vibe, low lights, and definitely no phone, no technology, no outside world. I just need to be alone. Sometimes I can even draw in silence, but I really do like it's so funny that you make lo-fi because I listen to like lo-fi or like really chill music. I actually make my own Afro-made playlists on Apple Music because it's like, it's like we all know what kind of makes us like pop or get into that like wavelength of just like creativity. So it's my go-to playlist. Like if I don't really have time to figure out or listen to new albums, it's my playlist that I made literally like just, it's like a blackout to everything around me.
So you set the vibe up, got all your materials, and then you just start working.
Literally.
How long does a piece usually take for you?
So I used to be like Speedy Gonzalez, but then lately I've been taking my time and even drawing over and over and over again. Like before I sent things to you, I think I sketched the first draft like 3 times.
Oh wow.
And I built it the way I built it together in because I use an iPad. And I'm new to the iPad. I'm really trying to learn to scale back with my time, not to treat it like I do with paper. Because paper, it's like I feel like a child. I'm just like grabbing whatever's at my fingertips and just going. It's like, I don't, like honestly, when I draw on paper, I don't even feel like it's me doing it. I feel like my ancestors or something comes through and it's just like someone taking over my hands. But on iPad, it's different. So I have to really like think and be more mechanical about it. So that definitely takes me like hours to get it together.
Okay. But you say you're new to the platform, and that, I guess a lot of people use iPads to draw, right?
They do. I was anti because I just feel like we use so much technology and just eye to screen all day long. For me personally, it bothers me. But because, as entrepreneurs and artists, we have to adapt and at least try new things and see what works. And I've taught myself through the quarantine, but right now I'm actually seeing like the benefit of it. It's eco-friendly for one, and easy to transport with you and get projects done a lot quicker. Yeah.
I thought about. No, we're not even gonna go down that.
You don't want to talk about it?
Nah. So you talked about like using lo-fi music. Prepare, like what other tools do you use to like set the vibe and or any tools you use to create that are helpful?
That are helpful. I have a yoga mat. Sometimes I draw on the floor. I like. What else do I like? Nature sounds. I like to to have my window open all the time. You probably can hear like the crickets and stuff coming through. Maybe not, but that's one thing. I have a humidifier, which blows in like nice, cool mist. I keep my crystals close by because sometimes I have anxiety. So I like to just keep that close by, and like my oils, like lavender oil, eucalyptus oil. I meditate. And I do pray before I work on things. Like I burn Palo Santo and then I pray or I meditate. And I feel like when I do that, the piece comes out 10 times better because I just, like I said earlier, like I just feel like my ancestors and like the vibe is like clean. And it's just like my spirit just like having fun, being playful. Because they say like be a child when you create because that's the most authentic way to just make something new and fresh. So I'm trying to think what else I do. I don't really like speaker. I kind of just like to play my music on my phone or through my computer because there's something about like loud vibrations when I work. It's like I don't want that. So that's why lo-fi music is perfect because it fills the room and it's not overbearing for me. But like slow jams, even jazz. I'm really getting into like Afro beats.
Right. Yeah. I mean that sounds like a whole vibe. I mean, you said I can see it. I can feel it.
Yes.
And you also mentioned like some anime inspiration. Can you talk to me a little about your love for anime? If that's right, do you love anime or is it just a hard?
This is the conversation that's like funny. Because I guess we talked about it when we met, but that was months ago, so it's okay. But I remember you said you like love anime, you're like into it, you're into gaming. But me, I'm like the opposite. Like I grew
Lord.
up on like Pokemon, Sailor Moon.
Oh, okay.
There's a couple other ones not coming to my mind right now.
I got
but
you.
I grew up on them, and I could never replicate the characters. Like I'm like, why isn't it coming out right? So because I guess I'm a Capricorn, and I just overthink, and I just was turned off of the fact, disappointed that I couldn't replicate the characters, or I could draw everything else but do that style. I was just like, I'm done with animes. But I guess it technically never left my subconscious because when people see my stuff, they're like, oh, it's black anime. And I'm like, it's not. But I'm coming to terms that yes, it is. I would say that I'm falling in love with the 3D rendering anime. There's a show on Netflix. I told you about it. I don't know if you watched it. Love, Death, Robots.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It's good. I like the second season more, but I mean, I enjoyed the episodes. You know, a lot of good conversation out of those.
Yes. So I really love the 3D renderings of it because it's just
It's
there's
beautiful.
so much detail in it.
Yeah.
But with me, I love the classic sense of like the drawing of anime. Just like the sharpness, the edges, everything's not so round and bubbly. It's just like harsh lines, very masculine, which is, you know, I love menswear, so it makes sense to me.
Damn, that's all aligned right there. That's amazing. All right, so we getting to wrap up here, but I want to know, what's your like dream of where do you want your art to be?
So interesting. Since I left the noise of New York, I've been zoning in on my purpose, and honestly, I really don't think I can answer that. I think years ago I could answer it, but right now I'm helping other people build their businesses, and what I can say my purpose is right now is to use my talents to help other Black businesses and professionals grow in an artistic way. And that's all I can say right now, and where I go after this. But I will say I am working on a way to bridge my illustrations and my love for fashion together. So that is TBD.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Whatever you can talk about, do you have any future projects or anything that we should look out for on the socials or wherever?
Yeah, so there's this one project for this company. I think you may know it, you know. Got a lo-fi channel.
Lo-fi.
You know. It's like this digitized smiley face as the logo.
I might have heard about that.
Ham.
I might have heard about that. Ham and Black Lo-Fi. Yeah.
We need
that. We do have a cool collaboration coming out in October. Look for that. So all this stuff coming out in October. We got giveaways. We got, maybe I'll get the merch ready by then. Throw some shirts in there.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? And it's about to be live. We're going to do some IG live videos. And we're going to, and something else I'm missing. But it's about to be dope. You know what I'm saying? Gonna have a lot of stuff coming out. So look out for it. Great collaboration. My first one, so I'm super excited. All right, before we head out, can you send your digital resume to the universe? How can people find you? That's what people say.
Let's stay in contact. You can find me on Instagram at bsymone.art. Yes, I changed it again for those who know me because I'm just an artist. I can't be boxed in. If you type in Brittany Symone, that will also bring it up. Through there, you can find a link to my website, which is brittanysimone.art, and you can support me in any different ways. My YouTube is connected there. I also am an eco-friendly, creative, so you can women can purchase eco-friendly, this is a bit much, but for my ladies out there, eco-friendly panties for your period, because we deserve the best. And be kind to your vagina. Let's see. And you can find me, I'm not on Facebook anymore due to
nobody's rocking with Facebook anymore.
It's coming back because, for entrepreneurs, you need to be able to market. But I'm on Twitter, and everything's connected to my website and Instagram. So if you just go to the one, it'll all come up. And if not, if you just want to hit me up email wise, it's brittanysimone.art@gmail.com. I answer, and let's stay in touch. Thanks.
Ooh, cool. Thank you for joining us, Britt. And you will see us again. IG Live, wherever we can go live, we're gonna be there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me stop recording.
Arigato.